Good morning. God bless you. I imagine that you're ready yourself for the Christmas season, and I encourage you, enjoy yourself. Drink your sorrow, have your great cake, have a good time. But remember that Jesus is the reason for the season, not just on the 25th of December, but throughout the year, throughout our lives. We are to look to him. He came to do the work that his Father commissioned him to do, and we are also to do that work that God is expecting us to do. Now let us go to 2 Kings chapter 5. We're going to go from verse 2 to 3. And the Syrians had gone out on raids and had brought back captive a young girl from the land of Israel. She waited on Naaman's wife. Then she said to her mistress, "If only my master were with the prophet who is in Samaria, for he would heal him of his leprosy." I'm sure we're familiar with this story, and if not the song, and he dipped one time, and he dipped two times, and he dip and dip and dip and dip. Naaman was a very powerful man, and he had leprosy. And so this young slave girl, she was taken from her home, from the comfort with her parents, from all she knew, from the opportunity to worship with her people, to worship God with her people. And she is now made to serve the wife of Naaman. And Naaman was a very powerful man. He was a leader. And she is still able to think about her master. She's not bitter. She's not angry. She's not upset. She's still concerned about his well-being. And she's saying, if only he was there with the prophet, the man of God, the one who worships Almighty God, he would be healed. And so it was at this word that Naaman went. And if you read the story, he was healed. And then this is what happened if we go down to verse 15. And he returned to the man of God, he and all his aides, and came and stood before him. And he said, "Indeed, now I know that there is no God in all the earth except in Israel. Now therefore, please take a gift from your servant." Because this slave girl was not bitter and angry and upset, she served, and she served faithfully, even to the point of caring for her master to point him in the direction of healing. And when he went and he was healed, now he is able to confess there is no other God but the God of Israel, Almighty everlasting God. And then he went on to give gifts, but the prophet did not take it. So then he asked, "Can you give me some dirt, some mold to take back with me, so that when I am worshiping with my master, I am not worshiping his God, but I am worshiping the God of Israel." Salvation came to this man. This man came to know the true and living God because of that slave girl who was taken into captivity, who was taken into slavery, and did not focus on herself, but instead, obviously, she continued to worship her God. And at her word, at her recommendation, at her suggestion, Naaman was healed and saved. How can we use this in our lives? Certainly we are going through trials and difficulties and challenges, but as we continue to serve and do the good work in the midst of it, we too can lead persons to salvation. God bless you. Have a good day.